Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. With the collected goblins, game one, I don't think this is a hand that we want to keep, so we'll ship it back. Just a useless one drop. Well, it's not useless, but with no aggression in sight, Legion Loyalist is definitely not a keepable, I guess mutable sort of a creature. So we'll mulligan this, and this is much better. We do need to find a way to get a green source. But we are on the play. And did they change the way foils look now? I think they did with the last patch. Now they're like darker. Pile Driver makes it a little bit more interesting. I think it's still Mog War Marshal. I'd hate to go against a... Well, control wouldn't be too terrible at this point. Most likely it's going to be good old Grixis Delver. That's like 92% of the metagame right now, I swear. So it does look like it, and we're probably going to end up having to face a... Nope, no Angler. He's keeping up a mana leak, this one. And so I think we just throw out... I want a War Driver to get countered or bolted over a War Marshal. I'm sure it's just going to get bolted here in a turn. No, it stays. So he needs a black source. Unless he's... There's the bolt. But he has to do it on his turn, so he must have just drawn it. And now he's going to... Angler? No Angler. So we need a land here. If we can get a land here, it's Goblin Rabble Master would be huge. And that is perfect. Beautiful. So... we'll go ahead and throw out the Rabble Master. And Rabble Master is decently powerful in Modern. As I get value, which is something that Delver just doesn't want to deal with right now. Even a 1-1 is something that Delver can sometimes... You can get in for so much damage against a deck that is trying to keep the board completely clean. Like right here, if he has to go Kolgan's Command, then we can still get in for a Goblin and probably Collected Company here. So far, let's see if Kolgan's Command in the upkeep. No, he'd just do it in response. So I think the right play... I want a Collected Company here, but you think he'd counter that? Yeah, we need to actually resolve the... Huh. So it could be more of a... This can't just be more of a control route, you would think. I think we just collected Company in a turn. Or in response to him taking out this Goblin. Because they'll still be able to attack. See if he doesn't... Okay, so we will attack him with everything. And let's collect Company since it is... Like, I don't want anything to run into counter magic, so we'll use Collected Company whenever he's tapped out. But Rabble Master might just be the game here. He's going to Snapcaster Mage, and Lightning Bolt off the Rabble Master, and then eat a Goblin. Well, we can try to save him. We're going to try to save him. And how we save him is we hit 2 Lords. Which isn't going to be that. We hit one Lord. And unfortunately, it's not going to make it big enough. But now it might give him some incentive to block one of these Goblin tokens with this. He's actually going to let it go through, huh? So he needs another Lightning Bolt for the Goblin King. We'll play another one. Kind of wishing they would have done that quicker. And then we would have had a Goblin King that would have been attacking in as well. Oh, he's going to leave a Snapcaster back to block my King. So I'm going to try to resolve a King here. Yeah. We'll go Founder Shoot Denizen. This is just going to be a nightmare for him. This is going to be a lot of damage. And another King. which gives the Foundry Denizen +1/+0. And then we'll go to attacks here. Puts in one of these, which will pump up my Denizen even more. And they all have Mountain Walk, which is huge. Okay, he's just going to tap and draw. So it's going to be a lot more of a control-based deck. Like the regular more Delve, Grixis Delve version does not use Cryptic because it's just too high on the curve. And they're using like anglers. So you must have a board wipe here, a Damnation. Yeah, I ran right into that. I really thought it would just be regular Grixis Delve, not this Cruel Control. Most likely it's going to be Cruel Control. No, he's only got one black source, so it can't be Damnation. Yeah, I wonder if he knows he's dead here, unless he can kill off both kings. Unless he's got another Cryptic command. So I think I'll just go Mogis War Marshal. I mean, he's so dead without casting another thing. I don't think I have to go for the War Driver. Yeah, he's incredibly dead, unless he's got another Cryptic command. And maybe that, yeah, I should have Mogis War afterwards. Well, now if he wants to do a Damnation, he's more than welcome. I'll have a 4/4 out here. He'll run out of Cryptics eventually. I mean, he can Snapcaster Cryptic this next turn. It's a very annoying deck. They just keep doing this. Kolaghan's Command, Snapcaster Mage, Cruel Control, blah, 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 blah. He's actually going to get in for... Does he seriously have another one? So, we'll let him die. And here comes Cryptic command number... Yeah, Snapcaster Cryptic. So annoying. And tap, draw. But we can throw out another king here, or a chieftain. We'll do king. They can at least block his Snapcasters, because I do have to worry about, like, bolt, bolt, bolt. Like a bolt, bolt, Tassiger. Like, I'll block the Tassiger if he attacks in. But there's 2 Cryptics gone. A bolt gone. 2 Snapcasters gone. And basically staring down lethal if I can ever get an attack phase in. But he can activate Creeping Tar Pit and just swing in with... Yeah, that's the whole thing with that. They try to win with Creeping Tar Pit. Like, I need Magus of Moons. I'll bring in Blood Moon versus this deck for sure. I think he's running quite a few black sources. And right, even Blood Moon would shut down his blue sources here. Target's command doesn't seem too terrible either. We'll give him back an Angler here. He can't cast it in anytime soon. And that's game. Okay, he ran out of Cryptics. So, we'll bring in the Blood Moons. I don't think I need Grenades or Lightning Bolts. Like, Grenade could kill a Tassiger, but I think that this deck is working fine, as is. A card, maybe like War Driver, is just too much. I think War Driver is unnecessary here. Like, I like War Driver with the Collected Companies. Yeah, these want to be Magus of the Moons, not Blood Moons, because you can grab them with Collected Companies. Bushwhacker still seems okay versus this. So does Denizen. Again, we're trying to figure out the right spread for ones. We have 8 1-drops. No, we actually have more than that because we have Legion Loyalists. We have 11 1-drops. And then a bunch of 2-drops. Nice curve with this deck. A target's command could easily come in instead of other. Since I bring the Blood Moons, though, I don't think we need to do much here. Eidolon's always a great card. Like I think this deck might want Eidolons in the sideboard. Sure, we'll keep this. It seems okay. See how well our pile driver works in this one. In all honesty, I kind of just want a regular Bushwhacker out right here. Yep. He's just going to be a 1/1 Bushwhacker. So I do have to worry about, like, the... He's going to Thought Scour himself. Ugh. Hit a Cryptic, though. That's nice that it's not in his hand. Off the bat. I'd love to draw into another land. See if Tassiger is just going to come out. Yeah. It's going to be an Angler or a Tassiger. That's going to be very rough for me to race. So he had the nonsense draw. The first turn fetch land, Thought Scour, fetch land, Tassiger. Turn 2 Tassiger, that's what they try to do. I need to draw a land here. I think I will Pile Driver. That's a perfect land. Well, actually, the one that would get me a regular green would be better. We'll go ahead and just Carpulsion Force and put out a Pile Driver. But the thing is, like, what they try to do is put out that second turn Tassiger and then just control the field. So see how he does this, if he attacks in or not. If he attacks in, that means he's got an answer for my Pile Driver. Just a Dragon's Claw, actually. That's not the greatest. Like, Lightning Bolt will work here. But if he wants to race me... Like, Dragon's Claw is good against Burn. It's not as good against this Goblins. This Goblins deck just does insane amount of damage. Because here will come a Chieftain. I could actually do a Legion Loyalist and a Berserk and a Bushwhacker. But I think a Chieftain's better. He's most likely going to bolt a Chieftain. But then the Pile Driver will attack in for 4. Yeah, I don't think he can't do anything. It's going to be a bolt on the Pile Driver. But that allows a Chieftain to survive. And we still get him for 4. So we have as much damage on board as he does. But, I mean, a Snapcaster Bolt's extremely good here. Legion Loyalist Bushwhacker's going to be a great play next turn. And then he's getting a life back every time. Here comes the Tassiger. You got to think it's got to be some sort of Serum Visions. It's just going to be Legion Loyalist. Now, this kind of takes away the blowout the Snapcaster would be. And a Collected Company will give us these awesome ways to get back in without giving our opponent life. This does take a damage, but we'll cast with a kicker here. See, he'd bolt the Chieftain right now. But they'd still get haste, and I'd still be able to attack in. So there's the second bolt, and he can still Snapcaster Bolt. Very efficient deck. Yeah, we'll still attack in. I wonder if he's just going to go... Oh, no, this allows him to go Snapcaster, Bolt, kill me. Close to kill me. Down to 1 card in hand, though. If I draw a card, too... I'm surprised he's bolting them off. They still get the first strike. It's still first strike. That was very, very wrong of him to do. So that probably just won the game. I think what he should have done is just took the damage and then bolted and then swung in, and then Creeping Tar Pit would be just a bolt away. Surprised he's going to come back in now. Like, this is crazy. I wonder what the last card in his hand is. Rabble's going to be nice. Gonna terminate. Terminate's gonna be the last card. So now I gotta keep a Bushwhacker back, I would think. Yeah. So I need him not to top deck in anything decent. I wonder if he just goes Creeping Tar Pit. Attack. That's what I would have done. But he's gonna try to get value back with his Tasigur. Oh, he's still gonna do it. So... And that will put me down. If I take the damage, I can't take the damage, so I have to block with one of them. But if I draw into Collected Company, is there any way I can do 14 damage in one turn? I don't think it is. I'm probably going to lose this one, but that was a very nutty hand. Snapcaster, Lightning Bolt, Tasigur, and a Terminate. Yeah, that's... You can't get much better than that hand. Well, that actually saves me. Locks him out of all of his black sources. Why is he tapping for a black? Just for fun? Oh, he's got a Murderous Cut. Okay, it even gets even crazier. All right, that is the God draw of Delver. That is the craziest draw. So again, I think it's just going to be... Maybe I do bring in Lightning Bolts as a way to... I don't really like the War Drivers here. I'll bring in just a few Lightning Bolts. Just 2 of them. And we'll submit this. Yes, I'd like to play first. I don't think I can keep this, unfortunately. This is much better. This is a great hand. He hasn't seen the Mutavault yet, so... Legion Loyalist. Attacking for 1. I think I do Bushwhacker here unless I draw something better. That's going to be nice that it can't be countered. Now, we'll keep the Bushwhacker back. I'll play a Mutavault. Attacking for 1 again. And so far, he hasn't had a crazy hand, but he can still do the same thing he did last turn. And then Thought Scour, and then Tasigur, but it doesn't look like he quite has that. Yeah, he's worried about Blood Moon, which is really good for me. So let's go get my regular green source, but I think it's just... Yeah, we're not even going to show him the cavern so far. Now we're drawing too many lands. I think we'll thin out. I'm just going to go get my regular green source. Sure, he's got a bolt. Yup. Get in there for 1. And I think this is... If we continue to draw lands, we're just done. Thought Scours. He doesn't have a Black Source, though, and there's not a lot of ways that he can... Another Bolt. There's his Black Source for Tasigur. He's had some pretty nutty hands. I mean, that's typical for like a Delver deck. But double Bolt Tasigur and then the drawing of the Black Source there while tutoring. We do have a Chieftain here. But it's not going to do much. I think we do cast it anyway. Just to get it out so it can be Snapcaster bolted. Yeah. Because you know he's got a Snapcaster in hand. They always do. I mean, that's how it runs. A perfect 2 Lightning Bolts, Tasigur, Snapcaster. No, Terminate. All right. And down to a 15. Beautiful. Collected Company's great. I think I just do it right now. That gets me back into this game. And that's a great draw with the Collected Company. And why'd I do that way? Well, because I don't want to use the Bushwhacker yet. Yeah, this is going to be some nice damage. That is the whole reason why we're doing Collected Company. Down to a 4 already. Now he's got to decide if he wants to be defensive with Tasigur. He's used 2 bolts and a Terminate. You can't think he's got too much removal left. He could have Cryptic Command, though. That doesn't seem so because he would have attacked. So which is... I hate how they do this. Newly controlled. Okay. And this cannot be countered. And see if this will actually be enough. Yep, that's it. There we go. So Collected Company, the whole reason that I started this deck is going to be the Shining Wind. I mean, that was the whole reason we won that match, was that Collected Company on game 3. So, anywho, those are great draws by Grixis Delve. It's way late. If you can hear me stumbling, I got home late and said, "Hey, MTG, it's legal." I said I'd play this deck. So I hope you enjoyed this match. It's against the #1 deck at the moment. Well, Affinity this and Splinter Twin keep leapfrogging each other for the big bad boy on campus. But I think Grixis is just a very solid deck. It continues to get better with each set. In my opinion, it's getting too good. Like Kolaghan's Command just made it insanely, just the value you get out of it. And it's a matter of time where I think it's going to suffer through the same thing as Birthing Pod, that the archetype just got too strong with each set, and eventually they're going to have to take away one of its pieces. So I'm loving the Goblins, though. We didn't get to see Pile Drivers. I mean, this has really existed before Pile Driver, but I think the Pile Driver really adds another element to it, because you can attack on turn 3 with Pile Driver. With this deck, if you get a Haster on turn 3 for +4/+0, so 5 damage, which is huge. And a lot of times that's evasion if it's through a Goblin, a Warlord, or whatnot. So anyway, you can tell I'm to summon here. It's way late. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to do some more tomorrow and some other decks. I still need to upload the Boros Walkers deck as well. I still have 4 more matches that I'd say upload, but we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to do some pre-releases, and I hope you enjoyed this. Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.